JBNN will keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Before we get into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share the news with someone today. Now onto the news. Gully Bop Shot dead during police confrontation in St. Andrew. A man identified as Steve Elliott, otherwise called Gully Bop, was fatally shot during a reported confrontation with the police at 85 Red Hills Road, St. Andrew on Wednesday. According to the police, Elliott, who is believed to be a known violence producer operating within the St. Andrew Police Division, was killed after he opened fire on lawmen who went in search of him. The police said during the operation to apprehend Elliott, members of the police team were met with gunfire from the suspect. A shootout ensued, during which Elliott was shot and injured. He was transported to seek medical attention, but was pronounced dead on arrival, the police said. Lawmen reportedly recovered one rifle, a magazine, and 3 5.56 cartridges from the scene. Body believed to be that of missing contractor found in Old Harbour. Detectives assigned to the St. Catherine North Police were earlier today at a location in Tedford, Old Harbour, where a body believed to be that of a missing contractor was found. The contractor, 43-year-old Humphrey Brown of Willardine, Spanish Town, St. Catherine, has been missing since July 11. According to reports, about 11:50 p.m., Brown received a phone call and left home in his Mercedes-Benz motor car. He has not been seen since. A major breakthrough came Wednesday when police found his motor car in Ocherias, St. Anne. 2 men were taken into custody and during questioning, they reportedly led investigators to the location where the body was buried. Their names are being withheld pending further investigations into the matter. Investigators believe the suspect stole the victim's bank card and made daily withdrawals from his account following his disappearance. St. Anne restaurant worker dies in suspected drowning. Detectives in St. Anne are investigating the suspected drowning of a man at the IROC beach in Salem, Runway Bay, early Wednesday morning. The man has been identified as 62-year-old Derek Lewis, otherwise called Junjun, a laborer of Salem in Runway Bay, St. Anne, who worked at a popular restaurant. He was tasked with retrieving footballs from the sea during matches played at the establishment for entertainment. An alarm was raised and a search conducted Tuesday night after Lewis had not been seen for some time. The body of Lewis was found ashore on its back early Wednesday morning. VM Group employee facing fraud charges. Fraud squad detectives have laid charges against an employee of VM Group Financial Institution after accusing him of major fraud. The employee, Christopher Russell, was arrested last week following allegations that he stole nearly $10 million from the bank. He remains in custody and is booked to appear before the St. Andrew Parish Court on August 4. Russell, 36, has been charged with several counts of larceny as a servant and breaches of the Cybercrimes Act. It's alleged that between August 24 and May this year, Russell was employed as an accounting and support officer at the Duke Street branch of VM Group, used his position to access funds from several bank accounts. It's alleged that over the period in question, he transferred funds to his personal account and other accounts held at other financial institutions. A total of $9.2 million was allegedly illegally transferred. The fraud was uncovered and he was arrested on July 16. He was charged 2 days later. 2 or 3 victims in deadly St. Anne crash identified. The police have identified 2 of the 3 victims in Wednesday's deadly crash in St. Anne. They are 45-year-old Clint Carty, a taxi operator of Old Folly District in Discovery Bay, and a woman known as Georgia Johnson. The third woman has not yet been identified. 2 toddlers, aged 2 and 3, who were passengers in the ill-fated motor vehicle, were transferred to a medical facility in Kingston in serious condition. The other 5 injured people remain hospitalized in St. Anne. The two-vehicle crash occurred along the Queens Highway near Discovery Bay shortly after 11:20 a.m. when one vehicle reportedly veered into the path of the other. 10 people were pulled from the wreckage. Vice Chair of the National Road Safety Council, Dr. Lucian Jones, says Wednesday's crash highlights the need for the authorities to revisit sanctions in a bid to reduce the carnage on roadways.
We have to look again at the breathalyzer system very carefully. We have to see how quickly we can introduce cameras both to detect and to send tickets. We have to look at the merit point system and to see where there's some deficiency and how soon we can fix it. These are things that we have to do urgently in order that we may save lives on our roads. Because what is happening is a great tragedy and there's too many precious lives being lost on our roads.
3 of 5 men killed in Jacksonville shooting identified. The police have officially identified 3 of the 5 men killed in a reported shootout in Jacksonville, St. Andrew, on Monday. The police have names of the remaining 2 men, but are waiting to confirm their identities. The 3 confirmed are 23-year-old Dylan Pusey from Rectory Road in Buckner, Maypen, Clarendon, and Rashawn Andre Hibbert, 30, who is of no fixed address. The third man is 26-year-old Shamor Edwards, otherwise called Andrew Armoja, from Park Lane, Kingston 19, and the Padmore District, St. Andrew. The other 2 men, police say, are also from the Park Lane community. The men were killed following a confrontation with the police after they were reportedly contracted to carry out a murder on Jacksonville Road. 4 guns were seized after the incident, with an additional gun picked up in a subsequent operation. The police later reported that a 6th man had escaped from the scene. Indicom probing death of taxi operator shot by policeman in St. Anne. The Independent Commission of Investigations, Indicom, has launched a probe into the death of a taxi operator who was shot by a policeman during an altercation in St. Anne in April. Keroy McIntosh died on Tuesday, and his family is blaming his death on the injuries he sustained in the controversial shooting. McIntosh was charged with attempted murder and wounding after he was accused of using his vehicle to attack a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. He was shot after allegedly using his motor vehicle to run over the foot of a policeman during a traffic stop, but his attorney, Oswestina Smith, had disputed the claim of the policeman and insisted that his client was shot without any justification.
Up to recently, about 2 to 3 weeks ago, Mr. McIntosh suffered seizures, the first that he was experiencing in his entire life. And the seizures, as I understand it, were based on the injuries which he sustained from the gunshot which he received from the policeman back in April of this year. And now it appears that he has met his ultimate demise as a result of the wounding by the agent of the state back in April of 2025. I understand also that there's further intervention from Indicom, as they have requested that Mr. McIntosh's body is to be placed at a funeral home of their choosing, and further that they will be convening the post-mortem which is to be conducted on his body.
Traffic cop accused of soliciting money from motorists free of charge. Traffic cop Dane Davidson was on trial for allegedly soliciting money from a motorist along the Spinestone bypass in St. Catherine in 2023 has been freed. Constable Davidson was freed following a no-case submission by his attorney John Jacobs. He was also represented by DeAndre Buchanan. Allegations are that on October 21, 2023, about 2:30 p.m., the complainant was driving along the Spinestone bypass when he was stopped for breaches of the Road Traffic Act by a police officer other than Constable Davidson. It is further alleged that after the stop, Constable Davidson went to the location, solicited, and accepted $10,000 from the complainant. Later that day, a covert operation was conducted by members of the Inspectorate and the Professional Standards Oversight Bureau. The operation involved the use of a body-worn camera. During the no-case submission, Jacobs submitted that the case is a classic example of the saying that a picture is worth 1,000 words. He argued that the video evidence was worth more than the words of the prosecution's witnesses. Jacobs pointed out a number of glaring contradictions, inconsistencies, vagueness, and inherent weaknesses in the evidence. He argued that the video evidence contradicted the version put forward by the complainant. Parish Court Judge Janelle Nelson Gale upheld the no-case submission. JBNN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.